This is the staff conference of the North Carolina Utilities Commission for Monday, November 24th. Commissioners in attendance, Floyd McKissick, Karen Camerwright, Tommy Tucker. I'm William Brawley. I will be presiding today. In compliance with the State Government Ethics Act, I would ask that any commissioners reveal any known or suspected conflicts of interest for any item on today's agenda. Seeing none, let the record show that no conflicts of interest have been identified. Our first item on the agenda is natural gas, Frontier Natural Gas Company docket G40 sub 86. Would the presenters please identify themselves and welcome to the commission.
Good morning, Commissioner. My name is Jordan Nader with Public Staff's Energy Division. Item 1 is docket G40 sub 186, a petition filed by Frontier on October 16th, 2025, requesting approval to amend its service regulations to adjust methods of payment of customer bills. Public Staff has reviewed the petition as filed by the company and recommends approval of the revisions proposed by the petition.
I think before we take a motion, we do have some questions we'd like to ask first. Commissioner McKissick's recognized.
Sure, just a few questions. I know that rather than paying for services received, say the office, you'd rather eliminate the office payments and eliminate payments to people that may come out to the home. And you're talking about using third-party payment locations. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, how do these third-party payment locations operate and where are they typically located? You might want to turn your mic. But I think those mics are always on.
They're always on. Okay.
Yeah.
Now we know.
Yeah.
The way yes, sir. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. The way they operate right now is they use a third-party vendor called Viserve, and this Viserve company operates through various businesses such as Walmart and other store locations. Customers can come in, bring their bill. Viserve has information. They link the accounts and then they can pay at that location versus coming into Frontier's main office. And right now in the state of North Carolina, there are over 630 locations that operate like that, stores and whatnot. And in our service territory, there are 14. So you're basically going from one location to 14 locations where our folks can pay their bill.
Excuse me, sir, would you identify yourself and affiliation for the record in the court reporter?
I'm Jason Skaggs. I am the site manager for Frontier Natural Gas.
All right, thank you.
Okay, so you said, I think there's 630 of them. Is that across the state of North Carolina?
Yes.
All right. And I'm just curious, other than Walmart, can you give me an example of where one of those locations might be? Because, you know, some places have a Walmart, some places don't. So I'm trying to get some idea of
Absolutely.
how easy it is for a customer to access one of those points.
Absolutely. So we have Harris Teeter's, Walmart's, Foster Drug, Compare Foods, Norlina Mini Mart, Village Market, and these are from Boone all the way over to Warren County, all the way
Okay,
across our.
all the way across.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do customers pay a fee when they use the third party?
No, they do not.
They do not pay a fee. All right. And I'm just curious, how many actual places do you have now, physical locations where you have an office that customers would be able to pay?
There's one in Elkin, North Carolina.
One in Elkin, North Carolina,
Yes, sir.
and that's it.
Yes, sir. To my knowledge. Yes.
All right.
I don't think we have one in Warren County.
Now, do you have any idea how many customers, say, in the last 12 months have, it sounds like you only have one office, so, and that's it.
Yes, sir.
But how many of these customers might have paid somebody who came out to their homes, meter reader, that kind of person?
That's a good question. I know that that number, I do not have this morning, but it is, a small amount. We know that, but I don't know the factual number.
Is that something you could provide to us?
Absolutely.
All right, so you could get that information
Yes,
back
sir.
to us. And I take it there's probably an option now to make electronic payments, is that right?
That's correct.
All right, and do customers pay a fee for those electronic payments?
I'm Barbara Morris, by the way, Director of Contact Center Operations. But there is a fee when you pay by a credit or debit card, but there's also a free option if they pay through their checking account.
Okay, all right. And do you have any idea what percentage of customers use electronic payment forms?
I do not, but that's something that we could provide for
You
you.
could provide.
Yes, sir.
And I believe in your petition, you indicate there'll be certain efficiencies to moving to this type of system. Could you elaborate more upon that?
Yeah, we could, providing efficiencies both for the customer and for local operations. So first for the customer, let's say a customer lives in Boone, North Carolina. They're an hour to an hour and a half getting to Elkin, North Carolina, to take care of business, pay bills, whatnot. Instead of coming to Elkin, North Carolina, they're finding a Harris Teeter in Boone or a Walmart in Watauga, and they're taking care of business there. So that provides efficiency for the customer. So they're not having to come out of their way. For operations, this will allow Miss Amy, I know she's bogged down with work as it is. So this will allow her some breathing room instead of having to continue to get up and take care of customers. She can focus more on regulatory items, billing items, fleet items, and just supporting our local operations in a more efficient manner rather than having to continually get up and take care of them, lose track of what she's doing, and have to retrace her steps.
How many counties do you currently provide service to at this time in North Carolina?
6 at this time.
6 at this
Yes,
time.
sir.
And is there one or more third-party provider in all of those 6 counties?
As far as payments,
Yeah, for payments.
there's just us.
But
Commissioner, if I can-
under the third-party system you want to move to,
Yeah, there's 14.
14 in total
Yes, sir.
in those 6 counties. Okay, yes, sir.
Yeah, he answered the question. We
All
got
right.
there.
All right, so 14 in those 6 counties. Okay, very good.
Could I ask a clarifying question? So there is at least one location in each county?
For payment,
Yes, that under your proposal, there will be at least one location in each county.
yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
And currently, physically, you're saying in terms of a business office right now, it's just one office, period.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think that addresses the questions that I had. It would be good to know how many people actually do pay, the meter readers when they come out or make those
Yes,
in-person
sir. We'll
payments.
get you that information. for
If
sure.
you could get that information back to us, I think that would be very insightful in terms of knowing the benefits and as well as those the impact of not being able to take the payments that way. Okay.
Sir, I understand.
All right. Yeah, why don't we defer this and displace it, Mr.
On the
Chair?
request of Commissioner McKissick, we're going to defer this item and schedule it for a later date. And if you'll go ahead and get the answers to the commissioner's questions, and perhaps we can go forward with it at that time.
Okay.
But I will say you've answered most of them.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Item number 2.
Good morning. I am Thomas Wolcott, engineer with the Public Staff, Water, Sewer, Transportation, and Telephone Division. Item number 2 is in regards to docket W-1305 sub 61. Plurus Hampstead LLC filed an application for a certificate of public convenience and necessity to provide sewer utility service to the Sawyers Run subdivision in Pender County, North Carolina, and for approval of rates. The public staff has reviewed the application and recommends that the commission issue the proposed order granting franchise and approving the rates.
Move the item as recommended by public staff, subject to any technical, non-substantive provisions in the final order.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner McKissick, second by Commissioner Camerite to approve this item. Would the gentleman, are you representing Plurus?
Yes, sir. Good morning. Dan Higgins with Burns Day and President Counsel for Plurus.
Thank you, Mr. Higgins. Any questions for the petitioners? Hearing none. So many as favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 3.
Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Jesse Dongera, an engineer with the Public Staff, Water, Sewer, Transportation, and Telephone Division. If it's okay with the commission, I'll be presenting items number 3, 4, and 5 together today.
That's approved.
In docket number W1305, subs 62, 63, and 65, Plurus Hampstead filed notifications of intention to begin operations in an area contiguous to a present service area to provide wastewater utility service to service areas in Pender County. The public staff has reviewed the notifications and recommends that the commission issue the proposed orders, recognizing the contiguous extensions and approving rates.
Move approval of items 3, 4, and 5 as recommended by public staff, subject to any technical, non-substantive provisions in the final order.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner McKissick, second by Commissioner Cameride to approve items 3, 4, and 5. Any discussion or debate? Hearing none. So many as favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All 3 are approved. Item number 6.
Good morning, Commissioners. My name is Sashi Bhatta, engineer with the Public Staff, Water, Sewer, Transportation, and Telephone Division. If the Commissioner would allow, I would like to present items number 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 together.
So ordered.
Okay, thank you. These items are docket number W1305, subs 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 64, and 66, respectfully. Plurus Hampstead filed a notification of intention to begin operations in an area contiguous to a present service area to provide sewer utility service to service areas described in the proposed order of each of these aforementioned dockets in Pender County, North Carolina. The public staff has reviewed the notifications and recommends that the commission issue the proposed orders, recognizing the contiguous extension and approving the rates.
Move approval of items 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 as recommended by public staff, all of which are contiguous expansions of service areas, subject to any technical, non-substantive provisions in the final order.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner McKissick, second by Commissioner Camerite to approve items 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Questions, Commissioner Tucker?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Mr. Higgins, just a question. Plurus needs to file different documents, copies of documents of ownership, et cetera. Do you plan to have them filed in what requested as a timely manner? I'm just reflecting back on the last time you were here. You're 3 years out. How many, what time limit do you have there?
Well, Commissioners, some of these documents were filed because the order actually says to the extent not previously provided. So often these documents, if they were possessed by the company, were filed as part of the application. In other scenarios where they need to acquire an easement or do something, acquire some other right in order to be able to access and operate the system, they have to acquire something, and we're filing those as promptly as they are secured. I'm not able to tell you whether, in fact, any such additional or supplemental filings are necessary in any of these dockets. In other words, everything may have been filed with the application. This is language that's always in these orders.
So you don't know for sure where there needs to be additional documents?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Okay. Well, in all of these, or in some of these that I've read, it says that they need to make available copies of documents showing that Plurus has acquired ownership, control of all components of the wastewater system, and the land on which it's situated, included but not limited to bills of sales and property recorded deeds and easement.
Yes, sir.
So that's exactly what you're talking about. Those things may not have taken place and we're approving them ahead of time. Is that what we're doing?
No, sir. That language appears to my knowledge, in every one of these orders. That's form language.
Pretty close.
the committee
Yes, sir.
Includes always. What I'm saying is I have no insight that, or no reason to believe that everything hasn't already been filed with each of these applications. Public staff may be able to address, but my point is this is form language that covers the potential scenario where something hasn't been filed, and we're certainly obligated to file it.
Okay, so you're not aware that, well, you probably are aware that there's a 14-day time limit on this?
So the language is, it says to the extent, and 14 days is included there, but most of the, because DEQ has approved the collection system, most of the collection system like sewer lines and pump station, if there's one related to any of these dockets, they're already, DEQ has verified that those would be constructed within the road right away, or the Plurus has easement to them. But if there's anything else that we don't have, like, in some cases, we might need some cost related to the items that get installed, especially if utility is paying for some of those components. So those are the type of documents that we're looking for afterwards.
Okay.
They may not have it yet because they haven't constructed everything. They have the approval.
Okay, I agree with what you're saying, but you don't know whether it's been filed, all the documents have been filed or not either, do you?
We do not.
Yeah.
We do
okay.
know that at least
Fine.
the collection system has been installed within the road right away or the easement.
Yeah, I just trying to find out if I'm approving something that doesn't have all the documentation that's required for approval. Mr. Higgins says he thinks it, and you say you don't have all the documents, but I guess we have a motion and we're moving forward. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Any other questions? So many as favor of approval, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Items numbers 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 are approved. Minutes.
Move approval of the minutes from November 17th, 2025 as presented.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner McKissick, second by Commissioner Camerite to approve the minutes for November 17th. All in favor, say aye. Opposed? Minutes are adopted. Other items. I believe we have a new employee.
Good morning, Commissioners. I'm Lindsay Darden with the Water, Sewer, Transportation, and Telephone Division. We are excited to introduce our new engineer. This is Taylor Easter. She comes to us from the Division of Air Quality. She's an engineer there, and she went to ECU for environmental engineering.
Welcome to the Utilities Commission Public Staff. Would you like to say a few things?
Hello, thank you. I look forward to working with you all.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Are there any other items of business? Hearing none, we are adjourned.